Welcome to the Time Management Podcast with me, your host, Abigail Barnes. I'm a productivity coach, global speaker, time management author, and award-winning entrepreneur on a mission to share the 888 formula with the world and to remind you that it's your time. Leave it to me to bring you new time management tips, tricks, tools, and strategies, to introduce you to guests, research, and case studies from around the world, and to give you a simple 5-step process you can follow to uplevel your productivity, achieve your goals, and create a life that exceeds your wildest dreams. I'm so excited that you're here, so let's get started. Welcome to the show. It's you and me, and today we are talking about becoming main character energy. This is part 1 of a 3-part series, and in this episode we are going to be talking about 3 strategies that you can use to step into the next chapter of your life, to have the success that you deserve today, and to stop waiting to feel ready, to be more qualified, or to have permission. This episode is for you if enough is enough. It's also for you if you know that you are meant for more. And it's definitely for you if you're ready to do whatever it takes. Because are you ready to stop playing small? Are you ready to stop people pleasing, to avoid arguments, to keep the peace, settling for less than you know you deserve, and pretending that you're not as good as you know you actually are? I'm so excited that we are here and having this conversation today, because you are the only person who is suffering by standing in the shadows of your life. The conversation is about main character energy, because you are the main character of your show, of your performance. So if you're not, let's get into what is actually going on. We are going to start with something I learned from the Diary of the CEO podcast episode where he interviewed Dr. Amen. He was talking about something called becoming the ant killer. ANT is an acronym. It stands for automatic negative thoughts. And what he meant by that is that all day long, there is a narrative running in our head. It's automatic, it's negative, and these thoughts are sabotaging the life, the success that you, that me, that we, that us all want. And it is time to break free of it. So, your first challenge, should you wish to accept it, episode 33 of the podcast, we did a thought tracking exercise. And what you need to do for this is track your thoughts for 24 hours. We'll leave all the links in the show notes for the download that you can use. And I would suggest that if you've not listened to episode 33, not done the exercise, that it is well worth doing, because these ants that are running around your brain are causing havoc and are creating the life, the reality that you're experiencing right here, right now. And perhaps you are listening to this thinking, well, Abigail, my life isn't that bad. That's amazing. Would you like it to get even better? Because it is possible. So that's episode 33, the thought tracking exercise. It's all about breaking free of the success failure habit loop. Maybe this is something that you're finding yourself trapped in. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of success. If this is you, the story I would be hearing if you were telling me is that you are afraid of other people's opinions. Because maybe at some point in your life, other people's opinions really mattered. Maybe you got in trouble because you didn't do what they wanted you to do. Maybe there was something that you lost as a result of not doing it. However, that was something that happened. That is not something that you need to be worried about right here, right now, in the life that you are living going forward. So breaking free of that success failure habit loop really is about recognizing that there is some kind of payoff from staying small. You are getting something, whether you like it or not. Nobody wants to hear that they're sabotaging themselves, and definitely nobody wants to hear that maybe they're doing it and they are responsible for it. But that is the reality of it. Sorry to be the bearer of that bad news. But what that actually means is that you have the power to change your life. You have the power to change your results, to step into the success that you actually want. And episode 2 of the podcast, we were talking about the procrastination-perfection loop. And it's very similar to this success-failure loop. Again, you're getting a payoff from procrastinating. You're getting a payoff from being perfect. It all is coming to the root of people pleasing. Episode 44, is people pleasing a trauma response? Remember, I said the first half of this episode, we're going to be talking about what is going on, what is sabotaging you. So maybe some of these things you resonate with, maybe not, but let's keep going. Because people pleasing is when you are doing things to keep the peace. And what stories do you think that you are actually stuck in? Catastrophizing is something that I come across a lot when I'm having conversations with people. Catastrophizing is a trauma response. The worst thing that could happen most likely already has happened and you're still here. However, your brain is helping you to catastrophize and scenario plan what other bad things could happen to keep you safe. But you are safe. And this is the sign of a deregulated nervous system. When people talk about nervous system regulation and they talk about being in fight or flight, somebody who is catastrophizing, looking for the worst outcomes, protecting themselves against things. This is all language of somebody who is still trapped in the trauma. Here is a great exercise that I highly recommend that you do next time you feel yourself thinking a catastrophizing sentence in your head. This exercise needs to be done physically with a pen and paper. And these are 4 liberating questions that you can ask yourself. And it is the work of Byron Katie. Question number 1 that you ask yourself, is it true? The thing that you're worrying about, catastrophizing about, is it true? Question number 2, can you absolutely know that it's true? And you are writing this out. Question number 3, how do you react when you believe that thought? Write it out. Question number 5, who would you be without the thought? At this point, you might want to pause the episode, rewind, listen to those questions again. If you find yourself worrying about things, catastrophizing about things, obsessing about things, is it true? Can you absolutely know it's true? How do you react when you believe that thought? Who would you be without that thought? And once you go through this physical process of writing it out on a piece of paper, you are doing something called neuroplasticity. You are rewiring your brain. You are on the journey of telling a new story. It's all about being here now rather than projecting into the future, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I had a conversation with somebody at the weekend who said, the world is a mess. It's all going to beep. And my response to that was, well, we're all going to die. And I think that when we actually cut to the chase, we are all here for a limited amount of time. to do what it is that we feel that we came here to do, and fundamentally to enjoy ourselves on the journey, to bring the joy, to be the joy, to enjoy. There is no back door out of here. We're all going out the same exit at some point. So rewire your brain, tell new stories, and make sure that you are enjoying the journey right here, right now. Which brings me on to a conversation about consciousness. Remember, I said this is a 3-part series, so we are going to go down the rabbit hole of each of these things more over the next 3 episodes. But for the benefit of this conversation here today, consciousness, every single emotion that we feel has a vibration. This was the work of Dr. David Hawkins. He discovered that every single emotion has a vibration and wrote a brilliant book called Power versus Force, which I would say is the foundational book for anybody who is interested in why, when they feel angry, they feel better than when they were feeling ashamed or worried. Every single emotion has a vibration, and you go up the emotional vibrational scale with every single emotion. We can talk about this more next week, but just know that anger is better than fear, but it is a step, it's not a destination. We're on our way to courage, we're on our way to joy, we're on our way to love. These are all high vibrational feelings. So we've got energy, vibration, and perspective. When you change your energy, it changes your vibration, which changes your perspective, and then that also changes your manifestation. Let's talk about mirror theory for a minute. You are manifesting what you believe subconsciously. None of us are going through life thinking, I definitely don't want that, so I'll have more of that. We are just seeing the things we don't want and talking about what we don't want, which is giving us more of what we don't want. And we are seeing other people who are mirroring back to us these feelings. Now, there is this age-old adage of don't shoot the messenger. And what this means is that somebody else is a mirror, a messenger for you, showing you the frustration that's in you about why you don't have what they have that you want. And when you flick the switch and you move from anger and you move to courage and you move to joy and you move to love, suddenly everything that you want, you will begin to have, because it is the negative low vibration that is pushing it away and bringing more of what you don't want. Imagine you are picking up the phone and you are saying to the universe, God, creator, the angels, whatever you believe in, I really don't want any more of that stuff that you're sending me. And they say, oh, hi, you're phoning the order hotline. You want more of that? And you say, no, I don't want any more of that. And they say, you phone the order hotline. We'll order more of that. And you say, I don't want that. And they say, well, hang up then. And you say, but I was just phoning you to tell you I don't want it. And they say, so let us get this straight. You want it? No, I don't want it. Hang up then. And then when you suddenly get, I know what I want. I'm allowed to have what I want. It's safe to have what I want. It's my time to have what I want. And you start going into what I call a mantra rant, where you are just ranting mantras over and over in your head. These negative ants that we were talking about at the start of the episode are now being replaced by positive, self-approving, loving, self-leadership, self-worth content. I approve of me. I love me. I lead me. It's my time. I approve of me. I love me. I lead me. It's my time. This is how we change our self-worth, not by chanting the mantras, but by allowing them to become the narrative that is consuming our mind rather than the automatic negative thoughts that we were talking about at the beginning. But my friend, knowledge is not enough, sadly. Knowledge isn't power. Knowledge is the potential. Knowledge is missing the action component. So if you are actually ready for change, then you will need to start doing different things. Remember, I said this episode, we were talking about the what is keeping you where you are. Now it's the time to have a conversation about how you can move forward, how things can change, how you can step into becoming the main character of your life. So if you're ready for change, then you'll need to start doing different things. It's time to take out the trash, and it's time to make space for all the things that you want in your life. And this is what we were talking about in episode 76 of the podcast. It's time for you to start living the life that you were visualizing in that episode. And this is how you can actually start visualizing it, by taking action steps. If you're ready for things to be different, then use the link that is in the show notes below to join us for the Magic May 25-day group challenge. Over the 25 days, you are going to focus on 2 goals that you want to achieve that will get you closer to that life that you were visualizing. Whether you did that exercise or not, I know that there is something that's on your mind that you want. This 25-day challenge will help you to take daily action steps with a group towards what it is that you want. Everything we've discussed today is the what. It's what's stopping you. It's what's blocking you. It's what's keeping your success limited. If you know that you are ready for more, that's what you want, then we will do this together as a group during the 25 days. Every single person in that group will have different things that they are working on, but we are all following the same process. The how is how you turn the theory into the results. 25 days is the starting point for you taking action and getting results. And together, you'll become main character energy, because you never lose, you only learn. Your daily actions will be tracked, and from that progress that you get, you will be able to adjust the things that you're doing in the moment. What doesn't kill you fuels you. And that's what we have to start seeing in life. That's what we have to start getting excited about. It's time to start taking actions on the journey and using the data as fuel. Nobody else will get your dream, because it's your dream. It's your vision. This 25 days is your opportunity to just turn off the noise of the world and focus on what it is that you want, with a group of people who are all focusing on what it is that they want to. This week, we've talked about the thoughts that are keeping you stuck. Next week, we'll be talking about the emotions and how they can guide you. And the week after that, we are going to be talking about embodiment, how you walk out your dream in Magic May, step by step, day by day. Keep going, my friend. You've got this. And the last thing you will want to know right here, right now, is if you click the link in the show notes to sign up for Magic May, this next 7 days, you will be able to get 50% off when you sign up for this 25-day challenge using the link and the code in the show notes. By next week's episode, the price will go up. So you have heard it right here, right now. If you have loved this conversation today, you are ready for change. You are ready for main character energy. You are ready for the success that you know you deserve. Click the link in the show notes, use the code, and book your place. All the details about what's included will be on the sign up page. If you have any questions, you can always reach out. Keep going, my friend. You have got this. You are amazing. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and remember, it is your time. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. If you loved what you heard, be sure to let me know by leaving a review so I can keep the good stuff coming. Come and say hi on Instagram at Success by Design Training, or visit my website successbydesigntraining.com, or connect with me on LinkedIn. Just search Abigail Barnes. Until next time, don't forget, you are amazing and it's your time.